Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be providing a market analysis for EGLD. So if you are new to the channel and you want to show some support, please leave a like and subscribe. So I have a few key levels identified on my chart. First, we have this red zone that provided support in the summer of 2021. So as you can see here, this was kind of the last and final low before pivoting and moving up to a new all-time high. And this was really when Bitcoin was pressing on its $30,000 low, and we saw a lot of altcoins form some very key support levels. So this support level is all the way down at $55, and currently the price is $62. So there is quite a buffer between where we are now and this level of support. I would expect in the event that we continue declining and sort of get down to this $55 level, I would expect this to be immense support, and we would see some sort of bounce off of this level, because when you have such an important level where price action kind of turns around from this macro bear market and puts in this new all-time high, this low becomes very significant. And if we retest this, I would expect a bounce off of this level, and at some point or another I would expect following this bounce, if we do make it that low, we would retest this 50-day simple moving average that I have on my chart in green. So the 50-day simple moving average is very important, and during bull markets you can see how it provides as support in the event of some sort of correction. So you can see how, price action really just rode this 50-day simple moving average all the way up to a new all-time high in 2021, and when we broke below it, it held resistance in December, kind of that first initial rejection, which led us to new lows. So it's very good for price action to be above this and closing above the 50-day simple moving average, because it can hold it as support in the event of a short-term correction, and you can see some pretty nice bounces off of it. So for example, if we go to September of 2021, we can see how we kind of had this test off of it, and then following that we bounced about 140%, and then we came back down, we bounced off of it again. You can see here that we bounced about 62%. So you can see some pretty nice bounces off of the 50-day simple moving average, which is nice when we are above it and holding it as support. Vice versa though, if we are below it like we are now, there is the possibility that we hold it as resistance and sort of reject off of it. So kind of this December rejection I was talking about, we closed below it, we consolidated a little bit, we came back up, we tried to get back above it, and we did reject off of it, and kind of the result of that was a 64% decline over just the following month or so. So really it comes down to whether we are holding it as resistance or support, and if we do bounce off of this level in red, ideally we would get back above this green zone, the green moving average, and hold it as support, and that would be very positive for the price action. I believe that would lead us to start trending back up and targeting some of these lower highs, such as the one in March formed at $216, and then this one formed in February at roughly $242. So if the red zone here does not hold support in the event we do come back down to that level, I would expect the next key level to watch out for is roughly this $41, $42 low. As you can see, this was some key resistance in January of 2021. You can see how this was kind of the area we had some consolidation, we paused for a bit, and really this corresponds to pretty similar to the previous all-time high. This kind of area here in July of 2020, this was kind of the range from 28 to 38, 40 dollars. This range here was sort of where we topped for July, and ultimately following this peak in July of 2020, we had about 160 days to go before putting in a new all-time high. So when we have such a significant high here formed with 160 days of price action below this level, it becomes a very significant level to watch. And I would expect, if this red zone of support does not hold, somewhere between this $29 to $40 range would absolutely hold as support. I would expect a very significant bounce off of this level in the event that we do make it down to that level. And I think the thing that would warrant a revisit to this level here would be if Bitcoin is trending down to below $25,000. So if Bitcoin goes to anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000, then that really opens up the possibility for EGLD to retest this area and have that macro retest where we haven't really revisited this level. If we take a measured move, we have not revisited this level ever since we broke above it about 500 days ago. So it's a very important level. It's very long term, so I would expect it wouldn't be retested in the next few days. Most likely, if we were to have a retest, it would be a very significant period of time for sort of like a multi-week test of this level, considering how long term it is. We haven't touched it for 500 days. I wouldn't expect price action to retest it and spend only about a few hours retesting it, right? Most likely it would be a few key weeks of really making sure it's holding as support before ultimately bouncing higher and sort of targeting some of these lower highs that we've formed. So that's the end of my EGLD analysis, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I will see you in the next one.